Okay, peace be upon you. Week ahead, changes and possible clashes or conflicts. Sometimes it's discussions, debate, plans to make those changes. And it seems as if you can no longer avoid making said changes. One way or another, expect events that seemed unfortunate, possible minor issues with electronics, things around your home, car. So you're required to be ever present and to make an effort and get creative and so on, resilient, and get back in touch with your living space, connect with other people and so on. God works in mysterious ways. So when something breaks down or happens, occurs unexpectedly, or don't resist, go with it, remember. Yep, unexpectedly, lightning. 6 of Wands. The positive kind brings transformation. But again, it's inevitable. It's just, I guess, providence, or you could consider it fatality. The Bride. Crossroads is reversed. There's already movement towards you. People are putting you on your path. Ah yes, discovery of secrets, revelations, confessions, contracts, agreements, work with paperwork, so stay on top of bills and all of that. 22, master number. Rod starts a period here of setting everything in order, closing out things, paying out debt, cutting things out left and right, speaking truthfully, drawing lines, facing things full on. There's no escaping. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the birds. Okay, if there was interference due to jealousy and so dark forces working here to prevent someone from offering you something, or your blessings were stopped in some manner, and if you didn't have actual support from those around your support system, or encouragement, or genuine opportunities, or at least acknowledgement, you weren't reciprocated in all your gestures or intentions, and towards either colleagues, family, friends, acquaintances, and just all throughout on a social level and on a personal level. If you constantly felt unacknowledged, unappreciated, you're releasing that. You're changing also your perception of yourself. You're learning to talk to yourself in a different manner. Letting go of things that could not be or did not happen. Those lost dreams. The abandonment, the betrayal, the lack of friends or support here. Yeah. You're also fine with people not seeking you out or coming towards you, or they are now, though. 2 of Cups in reverse. The one who got away energy. The Star, yeah, the person of your dreams here with the Sun, the ultimate happiness. Appear to be immature, closed-minded, ignorant, closed off, unavailable, egoistic, rude, cruel, unempathetic. Well, simply they weren't for you, that's all. They didn't care for you. But they did hold strong values and principles. In their own way, they are, a free thinker, fighter for truth. Towards you, they had some. Yep, there's a lot of conditioning here in the social circle, and and led them to be rude, disrespectful towards you, non-considerate. Let's just say they weren't gentlemen. But I feel it's based on experience here that may have conditioned them to believe that you were like anyone else. Yeah. Too good to be true. The Star in reverse, the Two of Swords. A clash of characters, inability to communicate and align to different views or opinions or cultures, religion, spiritual beliefs. Yes, spirituality has played a role in this as well. Either way, this wasn't the masculine that would have they were bad news for you. Let's just say that they took the joy from you, whatever you had left. You're learning to be savvy here, conscientious, and wiser with your investment of time, resources. And also to do again with your environment. You're probably cleaning up, throwing out things, cutting out the unnecessary expenses like those monthly recurrent payments and so on, right? That are unnecessary. Really back on top of a situation. What is this here? Let's see. The 5 of Wands. 33. Conflict, okay? But general wise, it's the overcoming of a conflict with a small gesture. Small joys. Advice to also connect with plants, nature, seeds, earth, dirt. Getting creative, small joys, being in the moment, to not take things too seriously. Mighty enemy in reverse. Being able to overcome most likely depression, heartbreak, loss, and loneliness. And tangible solutions, contracts, leases. Again, staying on top of things. Oh yeah. For those seeking for a job, you may get unexpectedly the most amazing offers here for the long term. Not too good to be true, but it's actually happening. For those who are struggling, you seem to find resolutions. For those involved in speculation, taking chances in a financial sense or changing careers, and you seem to actually be able to find a way to turn this into something long term, so you're on the right track. Yeah, the park and the path. New love and false friends. There you are. You're advised to keep going. Multitasking, pretty busy. Here's that Two of Swords. Yes, it seems as if a conversation will still need to take place when it comes to these misunderstandings or things that have been left unsaid, or you can still have some clarification here, an honest conversation. The Tower. In order, yes, yeah, I see it. In order to be able to move on. Powerful week for you. Communications, offer, people nurturing some romantical feelings for you as well, or being interested. You yourself learning to be more available by releasing exes, toxic connections, etc. Not taking it too personally, seeing, taking things for what they were. Hey, they were rude to me. I have standards. And as it is, I have my own life. We got to keep on moving, keep on going. It is what it is. I have things to do. This is the whole energy of this week. I got things to take back control over. I've been distracted for too long. It's time for me to just let go of something and embrace what is. This is also gratitude, despite the challenges or the conflict. And careful about false friends, in the sense of you meeting someone new right now. Be wise. Take it easy, or take people for what they are. Don't project, don't idealize, don't, etc. The heart is open. You're getting very down to business, very practical, very even though you don't have long-term plans for per se. Those who are already pursuing major changes, they seem to finally get a breakthrough. Those who have invested a lot in something, even though it seems beyond recovery, or if you're still hanging in there, good news incoming for you. Renewal of contracts, and learning to actually, demand your rights, stand up for yourself, know your worth. And it's going to translate in both your environment, how you do your job. Obviously, there's not a lot of interaction, I must say, because there's envy and jealousy around you. There's all healing and overcoming overall negativity, so defeating dark forces, no longer forcing or pushing in a specific direction, nor longing or suffering because of not being able to either experience or have or obtain something anymore. You're working with what you've got. There is a level of pragmatism here, but it's balanced out by the small joys, the small satisfaction. You getting to know yourself all over again, seeing new aspects of yourself, and being able to maintain joy again in the midst of chaos or in front of what appears to be unsurmountable obstacles. This is telling you they're not unsurmountable. Again, this energy of you liberating yourself. You may not go looking for conflict, but if someone does, you're going to handle them accordingly. If you're too busy, you're not going to give them time of day. If you're there and you feel that needs to be addressed, you're going to stand your ground, say what you need to say, and move on. You're not playing any games at this time. Games are to be played in safe spaces, surrounded by those who love you. Anything else? It's a different kind of a game. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The acknowledgement of you needing to work and appreciate and make the most out of your own freedom and independence. It wasn't a curse, it was a blessing all along. We do have this energy that seems to be rather contractual, covenants, deals, agreements, proposals, offers, jobs. So this is the energy of an employee, of a husband, yes, father also energy, kind of like the counterpart. So communication, most likely in writing. Make sure you read and double read and check absolutely everything. Stay on top of it, get informed, go down those rabbit holes, those legal loopholes, and etc., etc., etc. It's on you. It's on you. Don't trust anyone at this time. It's on you. Those of you who are seeking to either move, transition, change, home, environment, and again, at the last moment you may decide against it because of a new plan that you're setting out to make, or it just simply doesn't really make sense at this time, because the reason why you would have chosen to do so, or you felt forced into it, appear to be rather drastic, rather imposed or forced upon you. And it seems as if those very reasons may actually, simply go away. For example, if your landlord tells you that you gotta go because, whatever they're selling, or that may change. You may find brilliant solutions to that. Just stand up and face all of these things, right? You got what it takes. Ten of Swords here. This is an ace, but it's a 37. The rapiers, the shepherd, long life, intense love, fellow feeling, spiritual community, and so on. And there it is. Joy, rejoice, celebration here energy. If you receive new invitations, you also seem to me to be entering a new stage of your life, whereas you will connect with the different higher quality people overall. That period of ill luck is over. And again, finances seem to be improving, opportunities coming out of nowhere, disasters can still be avoided, as in you're not put in jeopardy, and if ultimately cycle is completely entirely over, you're still able to find brilliant solutions, and you see the blessings in that. You're ready to put an end to that chapter. Traveling towards and to and fro. Exploration, yes. Expansion. Choices, of course. Important choices. But again, for most of you in the spiritual family, I don't see you traveling far. And it may actually be for leisure, for personal reasons, actually. That's where leisure ties in, to balance everything out. For the rest, the park foretells love and false friends. Can't have both, right? Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Again, if you're faced with these things breaking down, and just take it with philosophy, you know, it means I'm supposed to go this way. In other cases, if there's someone at the other end shouting, hey, you do that part, that side, I'm going to do this one. You find someone working with you, then yeah, you can work with them. Valid criticism. Is it valid though? I feel you may have been accepting all of this because of you genuinely seeking to. I think you may have taken people's opinion a bit too seriously. Even people that disrespected you. Under the guises of giving you advice and meddling in your life and defining you and labeling you, and they weren't your friend. Yes, we take opinion from everyone, especially enemies, but we still remember that they're enemies. Therefore, there's always deceit underneath the cover of truth, false light and false friends. And so be very careful about who either compliments you or is so quick to label you, to put you in boxes. But in order for you to be able to do that, you yourself must stop doing that. Don't be too quick to show everything you've got. It's so beautiful, I understand, but be wary. Not everyone is worthy of your trust. And also in that moment, also you need to give them space to show you who they are, what their intentions are. You cannot do that if you're too focused on showing and giving all of your best. Don't overdo it anymore. Spiritual love, healing, new life, ideal solutions, serenity, purity of heart, mind, body, and spirit. Insight, intuition, vision, hope, and great passion. So all flowers. So spend more time in nature. I mean, genuinely connect. This is the park. Find ways to reconnect. The ill luck is over for you. Okay, the broken mirror energy. And you're continuing to move on your path. Explore. Continue to explore. You're going to be fine. So, main energy is 5. But I'm going to take one more. I feel called towards it. And it says soon. Don't give up now, okay? 8 of Pentacles. Work is looking good. Highly productive and creative and involved. And you've got the stamina, the focus. Physically, you may be a bit, rusty, but you'll get there. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. I also feel the warning about, people pleasing, and just be done with it, okay? Impossible plans. That ability to let go of things that are not for you will finally open the flow towards what you're supposed to be able to actually genuinely experience and have here. Anger and loyalty. There's a lot of envy and jealousy, by the way. You're going to meet it. As you're trying to move forward, there it is. Challenge. But hey, it's all worth it. You cannot have the world. One person is usually enough, and you're blessed with that. Truth and justice. Here's the 5. Truth and justice soon. Also revelation, clarity, integration, healing, release. Right? See? Soon. Beautiful. Let me read this for you. Oh, 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 oh. So I had this pain in my chest again. And it seems that my heart is really struggling. Be gentle and kind with yourself, okay? Don't live in fear, live in discernment and presence. That's all. Don't worry, you'll never be taken by some unpleasant surprise attacks and so on, betrayal, and if you're always present. Meeting in the middle, I hear, despite all odds, okay? Oh, wow. Beautiful. God, the protector and savior. Psalm is 9, verse 19. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. People born under Mebahel love jurisprudence and courts of law. Mebahel can be called upon against those who seek to usurp the fortunes of others. Exactly. He governs justice, truth, and liberty, delivers the oppressed, and protects prisoners. Don't be naive. There is such a thing as evil. Recognize it. Sole guardian of those born between 4:20 and 4:40 p.m. Moral guardian of those born on April the 2nd. We had we had April energy. There it is. March, which is into April, obviously, same season. June 13, August 24th, November 4th, or January 15. Wow. He rules over Lerahe, or Leraiha, or Leraye, which is a marquise, who is great in power and shows himself in the likeness of an archer, in green, carrying a bow and a quiver. He causes all great battles and contests, and makes wounds putrefy that are made with archers' arrows. This belongs unto Sagittarius. Lerahe governs 30 legions of spirits and is closely tied to the moon, servant of those born between May 24 and May 28. If you were dealing with water sign, there are obviously forces that may have been keeping them stuck. That they needed to defeat. Yeah, there's corruption, addiction, vices. Yeah, all sorts of transgressions. But either way, you may have undergone the trial of water and now rebirth through the fire. And we have 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, swords, etc. There's the fire. Hold it up. You've made it. Shalom.